Let me first explain what decoupage is. Decoupage is a craft work. It's a French craft. It is done with tissue papers. Uh, Normally, we must not have realized that each tissue paper has different layers. So usually we use three-ply tissues, which has three different layers. And we make this craft only with the top printed layer. We don't use the other two layers. I'll show you how the process is and how we separate the layers. But let me begin with showing you the list of materials. Let me share screen. Gayatri ji, can you
I,
enable?
no, I'll make you the co-host. Just a minute.
Okay.
So now you can share.
Okay. Where is it? I'm sorry, I'm little
No problem. You can take your time. No worries.
looking for the file, where the file is and how to show it here. वो desktop पे है. Desktop पे. ऐसे share करने का. It's okay. I think the desktop is.
No, it's loading. Your screen is loading.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, we can see now.
Okay. So let me begin with. So can you see the screen, or you can see me also?
Both.
Okay, fine. So the list of materials that we usually use, it begins with, first we need is any MDF base. You can do decoupage on wood, plastic, metal, glass, leather, on fabric, on many different surfaces. But today we'll be doing it on wooden base. That's the easiest medium to work on, as it absorbs better color and it is easy to work on it. So these are coasters. These are made of MDF. So we need any MDF or wooden base. Then we need gesso. Now there's a confusion between gesso and acrylic paint. You can use acrylic paints also in place of gesso, but we prefer gesso because it has better coverage and it spreads better as compared to acrylic. Gesso has a matte finish, so it is easier to work with other colors once the primer is done with gesso. But if you don't have gesso, you can work with white acrylic paint. That is also absolutely fine. Initially, if you're a beginner, you can begin with acrylic paint and then gradually you can move to gesso, because gesso is a little expensive as compared to acrylic paints. Then we need decoupage glue. Now these decoupage glue, they are made by different companies and by different brands. Here I'm using Little Birdie, but you can use by Mod Podge brand or any other brand which you get in your craft store. They come in different finish. Like we have a matte finish, we have a glossy finish. Then in Mod Podge brand, you get around 8 to 9 varieties, like a dishwasher proof or a super glossy of exterior. So you can select any, but for the basic purpose, we need matte and glossy. These decoupage glue acts as a glue, sealer, and also as a varnish. So at the end of the project, you can use the same glue, fine layer, as to work as a varnish. Then, of course, we need these printed tissues. These are different printed tissues. You get several prints. So you can select any print that is suitable to your project and how you are going to use your base where you are working. These are normally three-ply tissues. That means there are three layers and we work only with the top part. Then we need sandpaper. Any normal sandpaper will work. We also need flat brushes and sponge. This is a sponge tool. It's a sponge with a handle, so it becomes easy to work on. But if you don't have this, you can take any regular kitchen cleaning sponge and you can cut a small piece from it and you can work. That works absolutely fine. So now let me show you the video how it is worked. So for any MDF base, first we need to clean it with a clean very lightly with the sandpaper, so that if there is any dust or any polish or any paint, so you can clean it before you start your work. And then we cover with a fine and a thin layer of gesso or white acrylic paint, whichever you are using it. It should be evenly spread, uh, so that the gesso actually acts as a base or a primer. So then it becomes easy for other colors to work and the tissue to work on the base. So once you apply a layer of gesso, just let it dry. It doesn't take much time to dry, maybe around 15 to 20 minutes, and it will be dried. So now it has dried. Now there are different ways of using tissue paper. One is when you cover the entire base with the tissue, or when you want to cut small pieces of tissue and when you stick. So firstly we'll work, firstly I'll show you when we want to cover the entire base with the tissue paper. So I'm cutting 1/4 because this tissue paper, it comes normally 33 centimeter by 33 centimeter. So just a 1/4 part is sufficient. I can cut it in shape with the scissor by placing the coaster, but I want to show you how we can trim edges with sandpaper. It gives a very nice finish. Now there are 3 layers, as I told you earlier. It's difficult to remove the layers like that. So we take decoupage glue, very, very little decoupage glue on tip of our fingers, and spread it between thumb and finger. Very little, and at the corner of the tissue, just press your fingers and open it with a jerk. So a layer will come out easily. There's one more layer. You need to separate the layers very carefully because tissue paper is very delicate. Yeah, now both the layers I have removed it. So now we'll work only with the top printed part. Now because these tissue papers are very thin and very delicate, so once you paste it, you will not be able to remove it. Or if you think that the position that you have pasted is not correct, then you cannot change it. So you have to position your tissue before you start applying glue. And remember one thing, the part that comes under the tissue should always be white or very, very light color. It shouldn't be dark because dark color that comes under the tissue makes the print look dull. So just position your tissue on the base wherever you want and whichever print you want. Then hold it half, apply glue as I'm showing it there. Apply a thin layer of glue. If the glue is too much, that will make the tissue paper wet and then it might tear. And if it is less, then there'll be a bubble after you paste it. So apply a thin and even layer. It should be applied all over. And then carefully paste the tissue and always try to dab it and not rub it. And then hold the other half. Try to remove the tissue as much as possible till you have applied the glue. The center part, that's the major mistake which happens sometimes, that the center part remains without glue. So then there will be a bubble. So be careful that the glue is applied everywhere. Now here I have not given another coat of paint because the entire piece was getting covered with the tissue paper. So if you want, you can give a coat or two of paint like white paint, acrylic paint or chalk paint, or you can skip and you can continue with pasting of tissue. And then dab it with a dry cloth. So if there is any fold or crease, so it will all smooth out and it will give a nice finish. Try to dab it little with force, so that the folds are not visible. Yeah. And let it dry for around say 15-20 minutes. Then I'll show you how to trim the edges. So this is a normal sandpaper. Fold it in half and try to slice the tissue paper from the edge and away from the main base. Yeah, never try to do it towards the base. So just try to trim the edges by slicing it. So wherever there is not glue and it is not pasted, the tissue will tear away and it gives a nice finish, nice edge. So once we are done, now we can apply a layer of varnish. Now, if you want a matte effect, you can use the decoupage glue, which has matte effect, or if you want a glossy finish, you can use with the gloss effect. Here I'm using Mod Podge Super Gloss to give a glossy effect. Now, while when we apply varnish or decoupage glue, because it's a glue and sealer, so try to paste all the loose edges. That is, especially at the end, if there is any tissue that is not being pasted, try to seal it and apply a thin and even layer all over. You can give 2 to 3 coats of varnish, but give sufficient drying time in between the coats. Like suppose you give one layer of varnish, let it dry, wait for at least 1 to 2 hours, and then apply a second coat. Now, even after applying varnish, you can clean it with a very moist cloth. You cannot clean it under running water, but you can clean it with a moist cloth. Now, this coaster, it has, in the previous one, we had pasted the tissue completely on the base. But in this coaster, we'll try to cut small prints from the tissue and then paste. Now, one way of cutting tissue is with the scissor. But in the print where it is not defined, the shape is not defined, then it is better to give a fussy cut or a rough edge to the prints. This we achieve by cutting it or tearing the tissue by making an outline with water. I'll show you how we do it. By doing it this way or by giving it a fussy cut or a rough edge, it makes it easy to blend with the background. If you cut with a scissor, because the shape is so defined, it doesn't blend well with the background. So before you start cutting your print, decide where and how you want your print to be. Yeah, the gesso has been applied, and also I have painted, given a layer of chalk paint. Now there is again a difference between the chalk paint and acrylic paints. Chalk paints give a better finish and they have a matte and they come in beautiful shades, which goes very well with the tissue paper. But chalk paints is little expensive as compared to the acrylic paints. So if you're a beginner, you can begin with acrylic paints and then gradually you can switch to chalk paints. But chalk paints, the acrylic paints are little sticky. So if you are working on a box, make sure that you don't apply acrylic paints on the lid where you are closing the box. Otherwise, it will get stick and you'll always find it difficult to open. So in those places, chalk paints are very, very useful because chalk paints don't stick. Like in this print, there are small flowers all over. So I'll show you how to cut small flowers, one or two prints, and how we can use it. Take a very thin brush and with water, make an outline around the print that you want. Because there is water, so the tissue will get moist and then it becomes easy to tear it. Just make an outline as close to the print as possible wherever you want it. Now, because the tissue has become moist, so tear the print very carefully so that you don't damage the print. So you can see that the edges are rough and it's not even. So this roughness helps in blending well with the background. The background which you are working on, which you want to paste your tissue, usually that background we try to paint with the color which matches with the lightest shade that is present in your print. Like in this case, because the base is white, so I've used the white chalk paint on the poster, and that makes it easy for the print to blend well with the background. After varnish, you won't be able to make out the edge of the tissue. It blends so well. Yeah, so this is the chalk paint. Now, if it's a single color, you can apply it with brush. But sometimes the brush, even after 2, 3 use, the bristles become little hard and the bristles are visible in the paint. So what do we do is we use the sponge. Sponge helps in removing the brush marks. Now sponge, because it's a sponge, so it absorbs colors. So if you are using a single color, the best way is to apply a thin coat with the brush and then just dab it with the sponge. So you will avoid wasting colors and you will get a smooth finish. Now I've removed, because of the fussy cut, it is easy to remove the layers, because the layers already, because of the water, the layers are already loose. So the bottom 2 layers are removed and we'll try to position our prints before we apply the glue. Even if the print is small or big, I always find it convenient to position it first, hold it from the center, fold it, apply glue, and then again apply glue on the second half. Dab it well. And then just lift the other half, apply glue, and we'll stick it. It's a safe way of pasting tissue uh, because we cannot remove, once it is pasted, we cannot remove the tissue. And then dab it with a dry cloth. We will stick the other prints also.
Careful, very careful with the center part. If you mess part without glue, suppose in the center there is no glue and you stick all around, then there will be a bubble and the fish might tear. And later on you cannot do anything because you cannot put it. To see.
It is very important to dab it at this stage till the glue is still wet. Once the glue dries, and then if you see any fold or crease, then it is not possible to remove those folds and crease. Now all the tissue, all the print has been pasted. Now wherever there is extra, like this part, there is an extra part from the flower. So yeah, we'll try to trim the edges with the sandpaper as we had done it earlier. Trimming with the sandpaper is a very nice edge, very clean and neat edge. Now this is done. Now again, we'll apply the, we take any dark color as a contrast color. Now this is also chalk paint, but you can use acrylic paints, and we will give a border. Giving a border gives depth and the center part of the print gets highlighted. So take very little chalk paint or acrylic paint, whichever you are using it. And with a sponge, we'll give a border all around. This is a small piece from the kitchen sponge. So we'll give the border all around. Because it's a dark color, so the center part becomes very bright and visible. Yeah. هذا كعيش. هذا
Try to pressurize it too much. If you pressurize it too much, there will be too much color on the edge. Just try to tap.
Now, after some time, it will dry up, say around 15-20 minutes, not more than that. And then we'll apply decoupage glue once again as a varnish. Another thing to remember is always varnish from center towards the end. The main reason for doing this is, like in this case, there is color on the edges. Although the chalk paint is dry and it's completely dry, but if the color is not dry completely, and if by mistake if you do it, so the color might bleed and go inside. So it is always better to move from the center towards the end.
So the details is left to be done.
As you can see now. Now, in this coaster, because the cupcake it has a very defined shape. So since the shape is very defined, so we can cut with a scissor. It becomes easy to cut. But because of the defined shape, you can see that it doesn't blend so well with the background as compared to the previous coaster. So if you need to decide whether you want to cut with a scissor or give a fussy look, depending upon where you are using it and how the project will look, how the base will look. Like this is the tissue which has several prints with the cupcake. So we'll cut any one. Now we need to cut it in shape. Now we have got this. Since it's a small piece and it will not cover the entire base, so we need to paint the base in different colors. Usually we take the colors which is the lightest shade that is available on the print. In this case, there are shades of brown and pink. So we'll take 2 to 3 different colors of chalk paint. We'll go from the light shade to the dark shade of pink, just to give a nice effect. Now the sponge, it becomes very easy to blend the colors using the sponge. With brush, it might not blend so well, and you can see different layers. But with sponge, it becomes very easy to blend the colors. So I'm taking 2 shades of white and 2 shades of pink and white. Yeah, either I can use this tool or I can take a normal kitchen sponge and cut a small piece. So we'll start, I'm starting with the shade of pink. Just we need to dab it. With the sponge, we need to dab it. Dabbing with a small sponge gives a nice surface. It doesn't leave any marks.
Just there. Just
So now you can see all the colors are blended so well that you cannot make out where the different shades of pink and the white is. It will dry out. It has dry. It doesn't take much time to dry. Now we'll remove the layers. If it doesn't come out, just take a small, very little decoupage glue on your fingertips and remove the layers. Position, position your print, fold it half, apply the decoupage glue. Normally we use matte for glue purpose and for final finish that is varnish depends on how you want it to be. Now with a dry cloth, dab it well. There are few things to remember. First, always primer your base, prepare your base with a primer, which is gesso or white acrylic paint. Use the colors which matches with the lightest shade of the print in your tissue. Then always use a dry cloth for dabbing it. Never try to rub it. In this case also we'll give an edge. Edging defines the shape and so it gives depth to your main print. Any dark color, normally we use any dark color because our base colors are light, so we use dark color as edging. But if your main print is dark, then use a light color for edging. Even if you want to paint the background apart from the tissue, if you want to paint it in dark colors, please try to ensure that the part which is coming under the tissue should be white or very, very light color. Now after drying, because the shape is defined, so it stands out. It doesn't blend well with the background. But in some cases, we want a defined shape to stand out, to look visible. So in those cases, we cut it with scissor. After drying, we'll apply a layer of glue for varnish. You can apply 2 to 3 coats of varnish, but please give sufficient drying time in between the different coats. So now this is completed. Now, if you want to personalize any project, if you want any personal picture on any coaster, the steps are same. It's just that the picture that you want it to be on your project, you need to get a printout done with laser printing on a normal printing paper. Inkjet printing will not work because they are not resistant to water. But laser printing is water resistant, so it can be used for pasting. And when you apply varnish, it will not damage. But with inkjet printing, if you when you apply varnish, it might bleed, it might get damaged. So any picture that you have, make it crop it to your shape where you are using it. Take a laser printing on a normal paper and then use it with the decoupage glue. Because it's a normal printing paper, so you cannot remove the layers. You will have to paste it as it is. But otherwise, all the process is same. Yeah, if you have any queries or questions.
Michael sir wanted to see the, what was that? He wanted to see the gesso. Can you just show?
Yeah. This is the gesso.
Any doubt from any participant still here? Please, you can unmute yourself and ask.
I just have a query.
Yes, ma'am.
You're pasting the print, the tissue onto the base, the coaster. Are you using a normal white glue? Or
no, we don't prefer normal white glue. There, you might find several YouTube videos and links showing the DIY of decoupage glue or using normal glue. But my personal experience is always use decoupage glue because the consistency in the glue is different.
okay.
Earlier,
Okay.
I tried using these videos. When I tried to mix water with normal white glue and tried to do it, but effect is not as good as it comes with the decoupage glue.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. And the varnish, you said varnish also is again the decoupage glue, is
Yeah.
it not?
Yeah.
So it's the
decoupage glue acts as a glue, sealer, and varnish.
okay. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Hi, ma'am. This is Bharati. Actually, now you use chalk paint for this background effect, right? And for the border also, you will be using the chalk paint again or some other paints?
No, it's a chalk paint. Actually, initially when I was working with acrylic paints, but around say 4-5 years back when I had started. But after trying chalk paints, I found chalk paints better as compared to acrylic paints. So since I have all the colors, so I use chalk paints. They don't stick. With acrylic paints, the problem is they stick to each other. So if you pile up the coasters, it might stick. So I prefer using chalk paints for all my paint purpose. So the border was also chalk paint. The base color was also done with chalk paint.
Okay, ma'am. And also you use the cupcake picture, right? So it is from a normal paper print or again it's from tissue or something?
Tissue. All these are tissue.
Okay, so you get printed on the tissue paper and you remove that two ply.
Yeah. Like these tissue paper, they come as it is. There are several, I mean, thousands of prints of tissues. They come in different prints. So they come like that. They are all tissues.
Okay, okay.
So these tissues are the specially printed ones, or the bright and the nice printed ones are little expensive. Even I sell these tissues, so they're little expensive. But if you want to try, you can buy from Center Point or these places. They sell very cheap. So you can try your hand. It's only that those prints are normal floral prints. You don't get any special effects. But for trying, even those tissues are perfectly fine. You just need to make sure that those are 3-ply tissue.
Okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you very much.
Sorry. Miss Bharti, where do you stay? Are you staying in Muscat?
No, I'm in Kuwait actually.
Kuwait. Okay, okay. Because in Muscat means you get it in all these Lulu everywhere. This birthday site has a lot of tissues. Maybe you can try in some big mall.
Yeah,
Sure,
we
sure.
have Lulu in Kuwait also. I'm sure we can get it
You can get.
from Lulu.
Lulu
Yeah.
is there, or Center Point also has some nice things. They sell it in a pack, so you can try. Even if it's get wasted, I mean, it will not hamper much because it's not very expensive. Those prints.
Okay. So have you tried using a normal paper? Can you show us samples of prints on a normal paper? Have you tried?
Yeah, I have tried. I can. I'll show you one. Let me share screen. Let me just play this video. Yeah, this one. Like this coaster, I did on a Father's Day. So somebody
Okay.
wanted a silhouette with the two kids. So I found this image on Google. So I downloaded the image. I got it printed, laser printing done on normal paper, and then cut it to a shape. Before getting printed, I've tried to crop the image using PowerPoint, and I have made it to a shape and size so that I get the whole picture as per my base size.
Okay.
And then you can just print it and then you can use it.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Can you share all the materials once again in the group or something?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll send you a list. Actually, I had a picture, so I'll share the picture in the group.
Okay. Thank you.
So I will share it, Muktaji.
Yeah. Any other query?
Any other doubt from anyone? Please feel free to ask.
Can these coasters, this thing be done only with acrylic paints and tissue?
Yeah, it can be done. You can begin with acrylic paints because acrylic paints are easily available. And one more thing I wanted to clarify is like this is the decoupage work. This what I have shown you today is just absolutely the basic, just tissue paper pasting. But decoupage is just not only to tissue cutting and tissue pasting. Normally, we use different effects and different techniques. Like I'll show you in this case. This is the board that I made. In this entire board, only this part is tissue. Rest all, it has different effects and techniques. It has stamping, stenciling, embossing, then texture paste, then giving it a vintage look, shabby look, so crackle effect. So we normally use at least 2 to 3 different effects and techniques to make this entire piece. It must not look as if it's a child's work of just cutting and pasting tissue. Any passerby shouldn't make out that something has been cut and pasted. It should look like an artwork, like this one.
Okay.
Like only this part is tissue, the rest is all different effects. So there are different techniques and effects which I teach.
Thank you so much.
It was just about the basics.
Well, so to all the participants, so when we start, anyway, we'll have to start with the basics. This is just an intro section. But if you want to enhance your knowledge, if you want to proceed in this particular field, if you want to make your children more capable in this particular field, Muktaji, you can contact her. Please feel free to contact her.
Yeah, I can teach on Zoom because everything is going around these days with Zoom sessions. So the world has become small with Zoom.
Can you share your Facebook page so that they'll have more your Facebook page, your contact details? I'll share it in their group so that they can get back to you whenever they're.
Yeah, sure. I'll share it with you.
So
Excuse me about Excuse me, I'm having a question about this one, raw materials. Yeah, no man, we are facing the lots of
Shahnagar Das. Shahnagar
know-
Das is best. In Alquer,
Shahnagar Das, I have gone here. We have Shahnagar Das here in Al Hel. They don't have anything.
No,
I'll
actually,
put
I
there
went
are,
there, they said, oh, it is all.
no, there are 2-3 shops I recommend. One is Shah Nagar Das. Best is to buy even the gesso and the acrylic paints is best to buy from Shah Nagar Das. Then there is a shop in Gubra, near Indian School Gubra. It's called Oasis Bookstore. So from there you can buy all for Oasis Bookstore.
Can you share it?
Yeah, I'll give you the name because till last year when I was living in Muscat, so I know specifically the shops. So Oasis Bookstore, you will find all Mod Podge variety. And there's another shop that is a stationery hut in Al Asala, if I'm getting the name right of the
Al
building.
Rasalla Towers, right?
Al Asala Towers. So there's a shop called Stationery Hut. They also have many varieties of Mod Podge glue.
Mukta ji, if you can share the names,
Yeah,
no, I'll put it in the group.
Yes, I'll do that. I'll do that. In fact, till now, till before the pandemic, even I was shopping from Muscat, from Shah Nagar Das, all these gesso and all, because the prices and the variety is very reasonable there.
Yeah, thank you
Ma'am,
very
you
much.
can try Alquer Shahnagar Das. Last week I had been there. So because even in Ruby Shahnagar Das I've tried, it was very bad, nothing. I couldn't find anything. But Alquer, it is a new shop and it is really good.
Okay.
Gayatri ma'am, there is one more Al-Fikr. We may find Al-Fikr
Al-Fikr.
in Alquer. I'll send the details if I find it in a day or two.
Okay.
There, it is a new
Which
stationery
building?
shop. We get many of the things there.
Which one, Arul? Michael sir, which one you want?
Alquer, which building? Which building it is in? Shahnagar Das?
Shahnagar Das.
Actually, near to KM.
It's on the service road. Service road. McDonald's and all is there, no? That same service road.
It's a new shop, sir. It's a big one. You can see from outside.
Just next to that R&B and everything is there, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, same line.
Okay.
And in Shah Nagar Das, you will find chalk paints also.
Correct.
There are chalk paints also available.
So by today evening, we will share the details of the shop, the raw materials, Mukta ji's contact details. And of course, this video also we will be uploading in the YouTube. The YouTube link also I will be sharing by today evening in the group.
Yeah, thank you very much, madam.
Thank you, ma'am. Any further doubts? So next Wednesday, day after tomorrow, we will be having chocolate making session. So around 7 varieties I will try to cover, but that will be a little lengthy session. Definitely, it will be more than 1.5 to almost 2 hour session we will be having. So we will meet again on Wednesday. So on behalf of all participants here, I sincerely thank Mukta ji for sparing your time in teaching this beautiful work to us. I hope it will be useful for our children also. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Mukta ji.
Yeah, Gayatri ji, just one request. Can you post what things will what ingredients we'll need in the chocolate so we can just buy and keep, and if we do not get, we can ask for it. Just
I will also share where you get it in Muscat also, so that you.
So yeah, before the class, so we can just have a check that where are we getting, and are we getting those things or not?
Sure, definitely. For chocolate, what all the ingredients you require, I will share that, and where you get also, I will share.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mukta ji.
Thank you. So with this, we'll end the session.
Bye.
Thank you all.
That's all, no?
Today a short thing, 1 hour session.
Okay.
So we are not having extended one like that. We are not having extended one here.
Okay, right. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Bye all.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. It was a wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.